The second standard, the second ISTE standard, is the Visionary Planner standard, and it says as follows. Leaders engage others in establishing a vision, strategic plan, and ongoing evaluation cycle for transforming learning with technology. The key to me that is transforming learning with technology, okay? So the indicators, there was 5 indicators that they gave, and again, there was three indicators that I felt were best reflected in esports, those being the first, second, and third indicator, A, B, C. So in indicator A, it says, engage education stakeholders in developing and adopting a shared vision for using technology to improve student success, informed by the learning sciences. Engage education stakeholders. Who are your stakeholders? A lot of people may say that the education stakeholders are the teachers, the administrators, the parents. A lot of people forget students, and a lot of people forget the outside community too. Even though a person may not have a child in the school itself, those community members are still staked in the success of their schools. So it is important when we're talking about esports to engage all our stakeholders and to bring them in so that we do improve student success. Esports for the last several years has been very student driven. If you are a student who is trying to bring esports into your school, you need to pay particular attention to this part, because informed by the learning sciences, what do the learning sciences say about activities? Notice I didn't say esports, I just said activities, but I didn't say esports because there is no specific data. Specific data from the Department of Education says, by engaging a student in an activity in a school, an extracurricular activity, so call that what you will. Every school may redefine or define what an extracurricular activity may be, something outside the normal curriculum. Some schools may say band is part of it, others may say it's not, choir, those kind of things. But things like football, baseball, basketball, debate team, mock trial, plays, things that you're not normally expected to do in school. When you start to engage students in those things, a few things happen. Number one, you're going to find that your attendance rates increase. Now, you may have a school that has, and many schools track this data. Some schools do not track this data. It's important probably that you should, because if you're not tracking this data, you may be missing out on a golden opportunity here. But if you can get your students, on average, nationwide, it should be about 80% of your students are participating in an extracurricular activity. Before doing anything else, before you start investing in all these other academic programs, curriculum rewriting, whatever it is, look and see what your involvement is with student activities, because if it's not at least 80%, you're leaving easy found money on the table. Those students who are not participating, or excuse me, those students who are participating are going to be more likely to attend class, are going to be more likely to have a GPA of over 3.0, and they're going to be more likely to take AP courses. Those are the students at the high school level that we really want engaged. Okay, that's just by having them involved in an activity. Again, that activity is not defined, but what esports does is it allows students who maybe don't identify with physical contact sports or physical sports in general, or maybe have a disability where they can't participate in physical activity, or students who are scared of being on stage, students who are scared to perform in a live event. Those students may be ones who are happy to perform in an online environment. There's many a times where a student may be an excellent in-game leader versus one who is a face-to-face leader. And no matter what we can do to tap into that, by not offering this diverse activity opportunity for our students, we are cutting out some of those students who maybe don't identify with physical sports or don't identify with performance sports, live performance events, excuse me. So it's important that we start to honor them as well too, and honor their interest in games. The second indicator, build on the shared vision by collaboratively creating a strategic plan that articulates how technology will be used to enhance learning. Again, going back to the activity standards, saying that by bringing in students, we can now start to increase attendance, GPA, and AP participation. By bringing in esports, we are then saying, let's make that part of our learning plan. Let's increase those collegiate scholarship pathways. In the United States right now, they're predicting there's going to be over 200 schools that are going to offer scholarship opportunities for students in the next year. 200 schools. Just a few years ago, there was one. That was Robert Morris, and that was back in 2015. So we've gone, in 3 years, we've gone from one school offering an esports scholarship to now almost 200 potentially coming up here in the next year. So it is important that we look at how we can use that technology. So we're not just being passive Googlers, but we are looking at ways that we can use it in creative ways and ways that connect them into college and career readiness. And the third indicator, evaluate progress on the strategic plan, make course corrections, measure impact, and scale effective approaches for using technology to transform learning. This is where we look at our teams and we say, okay, we have success with one team here and we're focusing on the game League of Legends. Are we bringing in enough students? Are we giving our students enough opportunity to participate? Maybe we need to invest more in cameras, for example, because we want to do more shoutcasting. We have students who are really interested in video production. We have a lot of students who are interested in graphic design now. We have a lot of students who are excellent storytellers, and we want them to be somebody who's then involved with the journalistic aspects or blogging aspects. Do we have enough computers for our students to do data analysis of esports events? So there's a lot of opportunity here for us to look at that standard and that indicator and make sure that we are using technology and the technology in appropriate ways.